You're not gonna like this, but I can't stop winning.
Recap speed run. My Tesla got suspended from Turo due to a faulty trunk sensor. Turo gave me two options: get the sensor replaced, get the car inspected. I didn't have time for this, so I did that. But it failed inspection, not because of the sensor, but because my tire tread was too low. I couldn't get my car back on Turo in time for my next trip, but then Turo let me do the trip anyway? So I dropped the car off, and the new plan was immediately take it to get the trunk replaced after this trip ends. So basically we're doing this option instead. Okay, recap over. And the trip is over. My guest had the Tesla for 3 days and he gave me 5 stars. And luckily the trunk didn't act up during his trip, which was definitely in the back of my head the entire time. But wait, what rating did the guest who hated my car give me?
I was gonna give him 3 stars. Because initially when I was irritated, I was gonna do 1, but I was like, all right, he took care of the car.
Yeah.
But he was also, because people give low ratings just because you return late and don't charge it.
But I feel like for the hassle that he caused. That's pretty 1 or 2 star for
Is
other.
it 1 or 2 star? Wow.
I think.
Well, okay.
I mean, think about all of the things that have to be done now to get the car unsuspended.
He added like 20 hours on my work week.
Yeah, like that's insane.
Very true.
But he didn't mean to.
That's what I was gonna say. Is he
did.
didn't mean to. If you rate him like that, he can't rent certain cars anymore, can he?
It kind of doesn't affect anything.
Oh,
I'll do 2. But anything under 3, he can't book for me again. Which I'm sure he was just couldn't wait to rent my car again. Okay, let's see what he gave me. Oh, he gave me 3 stars. The car had issues with sensors going off, autopilot not working, the steering wheel all ripped up, and the worst of all, an alarm that would go off every 10 minutes due to sensor issues when I locked. Host was willing to work with me on giving a refund, but ultimately I didn't get what I expected, and Host had no other vehicles to swap with me. Easily a 1-star experience, but giving 3 stars, at least because the host tried to work it out, so that bumps it 2 extra stars in my book.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty fair.
Although I think this does mean I lose my all-star host status.
that's what I thought.
It's like being an Airbnb superhost, but you only get 4 opportunities a year to qualify, which means I have to wait 3 months. I have to wait till 2026 to try and qualify again. But as many of you said, I don't deserve the badge anyway. Damn, that's kind of rude. Okay, anyway, I dropped my car off at Tesla service, and a few hours later, I got a call. It was the service manager, who said they're unable to replicate the issue or find any issues with the trunk sensor at all. Now, I had explained it to them in person, but I explained again over the phone that it didn't work for like a day and a half or 2 days, and then it was fine, but I need to get it replaced anyways for Turo. They said replacing anything would be a total waste of energy and waste of money. And also, most car repair places, they prefer doing unnecessary work, right? Like to upcharge you for extra revenue. Not Tesla though. They're like, nah bro, you good. It's fine. You want us to do unnecessary work? No thanks. And it's not like they just wanted to save time, because they invested hours into helping me, but whatever happened that first day on that guy's trip just will not happen again. We cannot replicate the issue. So I explained again, can you just replace it anyway so that I can get Turo off my back? But instead, Tesla said, okay, what do you need for Turo? I said Turo needs a signed invoice proving the issue has been resolved. And they said, okay, we can do that. So they invoiced me for 1 hour of labor, which unfortunately is over $200. Oh. But ultimately, they did save me a lot of money by not charging me extra labor and by not having to actually pay for the new trunk parts. And on the invoice, they said the trunk is safe and fully functional. That was much appreciated. I sent this invoice to Turo and they still didn't budge. Instead of relisting my car, I got a follow-up email asking for photos or videos evidence to allow Turo to verify the issue. I assumed they meant video proof the trunk is functional, I guess. But I was busy and I was irritated, so I impulsively replied with this. Just a picture of my car. I knew they wouldn't approve it. I was just really irritated and I was like, I don't care. I'm sick of this. What? Oh, okay. Well, Turo relisted the car. What is even happening? It's back. It's back on Turo. But I spent a combined $350 on this not broken trunk, which wipes out my earnings from my last 3 trips. That means every mile of depreciation and every bit of wear and tear and every hour I spent cleaning and delivering and picking up the car and talking to guests for my last 3 trips has earned me a net $0. But it's not all bad news. Just kidding, it is all bad news. Okay, it's bad news for viewers who think that I'm a terrible host, but good news for me, the terrible host. That's me. Woohoo! I just randomly got an email from Turo as I was making this video. Thank you for being an amazing host on Turo. I wanted to let you know that I removed the negative review on your account because the guest violated Turo's terms of service because he returned the vehicle late. This means that my car has 100% 5 stars again. And a few minutes later, I got another email. I was awarded All-Star Host. Many viewers saw what I was doing as digging myself into a deeper hole, or being stubborn, or doubling down because I didn't want to admit I was wrong. But this whole time, I feel like I've just been sticking to my guns. And there's 2 themes in these Turo videos that you should all be used to by now. 1, I'm always right. 2, in the case you're seriously hurt, your injuries could potentially be worth millions without the time-consuming appointments, paperwork, upfront costs, and reliving the traumatic event over and over. Insurance companies often lowball clients' claims, but if you become Morgan's client, they will fight to get you the money you deserve. They've achieved significant verdicts in the past couple months for victims involved in a huge plethora of injuries, including life-altering car crashes. Like $12 million in Florida, 34 times the highest insurance offer. $26 million in Philadelphia, 40 times the highest insurance offer. One client was hit by an uninsured motorist and sued his own insurance after they offered him just $50,000, which didn't even cover his medical expenses. So Morgan & Morgan secured him over $5 million. Morgan & Morgan's fee is absolutely free unless you win your case. So if you've been seriously injured, your case could potentially be worth millions. You're just a few clicks away from potentially changing your life. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan at forthepeople.com/goherping, linked in the description, or by using your phone to scan the QR code on screen. Thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring. Back to the video. This is so funny to me. Turo kept my negative review of him because I follow the rules, but they deleted his review because he doesn't. Also, I can now confirm, Turo rejected the refund I gave my guest. I gave him a 50% refund for the inconvenience. They said, no, he doesn't get that, and they returned the money back to me, as well as charging him extra fees for the late return and failure to charge the car's battery. Turo continued to let me rent my car out during my suspension, and they unsuspended me. They literally took my side on every single issue. That's crazy. But I mean, what did I do each step of the way? Not only with this trunk issue, but in my past over a year of being a Turo host. I followed the rules given to me by the platform, not the rules given to me by you, just following orders. I shouldn't say that. Turo is like Amazon Flex. They have one clear and defined priority. For Amazon, always deliver the package. Do not return to station. It even has an acronym. Do not RTS. Do not return to station unless it's unsafe for you to do so, because Amazon doesn't want to be sued by their drivers. So deliver unless you'll die. This often upset viewers on my Flex series because I'd end up leaving packages in the most unusual places, like on public sidewalks or in the literal woods. But hey, focusing on the priority has kept my standing with Amazon at fantastic. In fact, the only time it's ever dropped below fantastic is when I do what viewers suggest and I return undeliverable packages to the station. What the general public thinks should happen is not what the platforms want, and ultimately it's the platforms that pay me. And so with Turo, it's similar. Always deliver the car to your guest unless it is unsafe to do so. And the result of this is my standing has been protected. It's been restored. Okay, what's next? Well, while this car may be a total net loss that's kind of destroying my finances, I need to keep spending money on it. All 5 of my wheels need stuff done to them. 4 of them need new tires, and 1 just needs to be replaced. That being my steering wheel that's all ripped up. The new wheel I ordered, sadly, will still not arrive in time for my next trip, which is time to drop the car off at the airport for. But why did I still not buy new tires? Well, I no longer have to submit the inspection because my car is unsuspended, and 30 seconds of tire tread is legal, and in my opinion, perfectly safe during warmer and rain-free seasons. So my plan is complete this next trip, and then I have a 3.5 week gap between this trip and my next one. Basically, because my car was suspended for so long, I failed to get any bookings for the entire next month because it was hidden from the platform. I want to take these few weeks as an opportunity to do anything aside from Turo, so I raised my daily price from $70 a day to $100 a day, which honestly still isn't that much money for such an expensive car, but it'll likely result in no bookings. Then, for the next month, I'm going to daily drive the car to use up more of its tread, make some non-Turo Tesla videos, possibly go on a trip since I've been unable to travel thanks to Turo always messing with my schedule, and figure out if I want to even keep doing this, because it's kind of expensive. I'm not really making that much money, or any money. And then I'll get new tires before my trip that's currently a month out. And then, finally, before that trip, we should have a new steering wheel to install. There's much to do, and much to come, so I'll see you shortly. Stay tuned. In the meantime, there's a lot of members-only videos, and you can join me on Discord. Thanks for watching.